Hello everyone and welcome to another review. Today we're going to be taking a look at another one of my favourite collectibles, and that's dinosaurs. In particular, this is the Mattel Amber Collection Velociraptor Blue from Jurassic World. I do collect a few different types of dinosaurs, but just recently I've gotten back into getting these specific Jurassic Park, Jurassic World ones. And these are quite new out. I did initially miss this figure, but I was lucky enough to pick her up just before the weekend. So I thought I'd have a quick look at her and share my thoughts with you. So as always, we'll have a quick look around the box. There's not really much to it. She's displayed in this really nice window packaging. You've got the Jurassic World logo up here, Amber Collection, and this is Velociraptor Blue from Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom specifically. I don't know if there's much difference between this version of Blue and the one from the first Jurassic World film. To my eye, doesn't look like it. But I'm sure Mattel will find some way of making it look different, so we buy it again. So anyway, let's have a look at the side of the box. Not much going on there, it's just a bit Jurassic World logo down the bottom. We've got some information on the back there, just a short bio. And Blue is the only one that actually has a bio. I've got two other figures that I'll be covering and neither of those has a bio, which is slightly disappointing, but it's not a huge issue because, as I've said before, I don't keep the boxes. There's a nice picture of Blue here, and the Jurassic World logo, Amber Collection, ages 8+. On this side of the box we've got, this way actually. This is all embossed. These pieces here. There's the claw there and a T-Rex skeleton there. It's all nicely embossed, and of course the little mosquito in amber. Hence Amber Collection. So there we go. Nice box. Really good actually if you are a mint in box collector, because you get a very good overview of the whole figure, whereas some boxes, you know, you sometimes get half of the figure cut away, so this has been done really nicely. Right, that's all for the box. There's not really very much on the top. It's just all the usual gubbins on the bottom there. So I will pause for a moment while I take her out, and then we'll have a close look at the figure. I shall be right back. Okay, so here we are with Blue out of her box. As you can see, the figure does stand really well on its own, but she does come with a stand, so I'll just have a quick look at that. Let's pop her out of view for a moment while we have a quick look at the stand. So you get this base piece, which is really nicely done. It is made to look like it's amber, which is really nice. Got some striations and cracks. It just looks like, you know, it's tree sap solidified, which is, you know, what amber is. And you get the nice Jurassic Park, Jurassic World logo down here. It's just one piece of moulded plastic, and then you also get this little piece that you just pop in. Which way around does this go? Which way do I have it on the other one? That way. I mean, you can rotate it, so it doesn't really matter. So I found that the other one was a little bit tighter. So it's just like that. It's quite good. So you can bring the figure in, and she has a hole just here, which I think is a really unfortunate place for a dinosaur to have a hole. And then you can just plug this. Ooh. It just goes in there like so, and that does help the figure stand a little bit better. So This is the first time I've had this one out of the box. I do have Delta, and I had that one out of the box first because I was able to get that one first. I thought I'd missed out on this, but luckily I was able to get one. So let's have a rundown of the articulation just for the minute. I'm just going to pop her off the stand because it'll be easier. So these are aimed at adult collectors, so they do have a good level of articulation as you would expect from an adult collectible. So you can open and close the jaw, and actually both parts of the head move, I should say, so you can get a really good wide open mouth there. So that's quite nice. She has a second articulation joint here, and another one at the neck here. Now this is, I believe, on a ball joint, so it rotates. Don't know that this one does. No, it does get some side to side movement though, so you can actually turn the head quite far to the side. It was pretty decent. And we have a rotation here at the shoulder, along with in and out movement. The same at the elbow. That's a bit tight on mine. That rotates there. And then you have a wrist joint and rotation here. Nothing at the claws. Then you have a small amount of in and out motion at the back leg. Rotation. There's another ball joint at the knee. And you can go in and out. That joint there, and it does rotate a good amount. So that's not a ball joint, my mistake. Back leg knee joint, very stiff on this one. Let's try the other one. There we go. Last thing I want to do is break the collectible on the video. There we go, and rotation there as well. Let's go up to this side, it's a bit easier for me. Up and down here at the foot. More rotation, and you do have a no, you don't. I thought on Delta there was an ankle tilt, but doesn't seem to be one on Blue, and it is the same mould, so not sure. Is there one this side? Oh yeah, there is one this side. Oh, it must just be stuck on that side. So yeah, you have some ankle pivot. That's the word I was looking for. And then this claw also moves up and down, so you can recreate some of those scenes. Well, at least you'll be able to with the Jurassic Park one that's due out soon. So let's just pop her back on the stand for a moment. So there we go. Let's get her in a standing pose. Alright, so let's have a closer look at some of the paintwork then. Let's get in close on that head. Really nicely done there. The whole figure is cast in a grey greenish plastic, and then is overpainted really nicely with the characteristic blue stripe that goes all the way down her body, and some green stripes and dots and what have you to represent her skin. Let's have another look inside that mouth. This is really nicely painted in here as well. It does give it a wet look. My camera will focus. The teeth are nicely painted. It's all very nice in there. Even got some detail in the roof of the mouth there. Very nice. I like the way they've done this as well. This part of the mouth here, so it completely disappears when you close up the mouth. You know, it's not it's not like the olden days where it used to be a piece of thin plastic or rubber that would just protrude out the side. It's just two separate pieces moulded into the upper and lower jaws. That's good there. And like their mainline figures, there are all these just random little spots that they put all over the place. Not really sure what the purpose of that is. I'm sure someone will know. For some reason her eye is painted in gold rather than yellow. I'm not sure why they went with that. I mean, it looks nice. You know, it looks... Let's get this in any closer. No, it's about as good as I'm going to get there. It does look very nice. It's really nicely painted. Just move out a little bit here. So you can see that blue stripe going all the way down her tail. And the tail does have an articulation joint here, but I haven't found that I've been able to get too much out of it. It feels like it's on a ball joint, so you can get some. And then the rest of the tail is bendy. It's got one of those pieces of metal that runs all the way down, so you can bend that any way you like. I personally just leave it out. The only issue I found with mine so far, and this is the same on Delta, is that when you take it out of the box, this tip, the end tip, is sort of in the plastic tray. It's behind the tray, so it gets bent backwards. So I have to get some steam or a hairdryer on that to deal with that. You see all this really nice paintwork all the way down. Looks really good. And then come into the claws. Again, really well painted. There's no overspray or slop or anything that I can see on my copy anyway. And I have seen Tom over at Jurassic Collectibles. He's done some reviews on these figures, and I'm not sure he's had any problems with his either. Sorry Tom, if you're watching this, I can't quite remember. But yeah, overall, she's a really nice figure. And if you don't want her on the stand, she will stand on her own. You don't have to have the stand. You know, they have made it so that she's not going to fall over, she's not going to collapse. She's not heavy in any way. She's not heavy either side, I should say. Just take that away from there. You can see it's not touching at the back there, so it's not my backdrop holding her up or anything. She just stands really well. Yeah, overall I think this is a really nice figure. They've done it to a very high quality, I feel, anyway. I never thought we would end up with dinosaurs like this, you know, adult collectible toy dinosaurs. So this, for me, I wouldn't say a dream come true, because I love dinosaurs, and I have loved dinosaurs since I was a kid. And I loved the first two Jurassic Park films, and JP3 was just awful. And I sort of, that came at the time where I was growing up, so I'd already, you know, stopped buying toys. But yeah, when I saw that these were going to be released, I was really happy. It's really nice to have some well-detailed, well-articulated figures. Let's just have a quick look and see what size she comes in at. And she is, oops, at the head about, what is that, 13.5, 14 centimetres, about 5.5 inches, and she's just shy of 30 centimetres long. That's around about 11 inches. So she's a good size. I will say these aren't cheap. I don't know if they're going to be released here at general retail. I don't think they are. So if you do want one, you will be looking in the region of £35 for one of these figures, if you can find one. I got this one from JurassicToys.com. They're really good site for these. They get a lot of these figures in, so do keep checking back if you're interested. Otherwise, Amazon, they had some on, but they were quite expensive. But yeah, I don't think I have anything more to say about this girl. She is amazing. I will for sure be getting the rest of them, hopefully. When I do, I will do some reviews so you can all have a look at what each of them looks like. They are pretty much the same. Well, they are exactly the same, to be fair. They're just different colours for the other three of the Velociraptors from the Jurassic World squad. There is a Jurassic Park version, but again, it's the same mould, just with a different colour scheme. I am hoping to get her, so if I do, I will do a review. But I think that's it for now. Thanks again for watching. Appreciate you spending your time with me having a look at these figures. And until the next time, goodbye.
Fingers on plastic.